You got enlightened at the age of 16.
Okay.
So, what actually enlightenment is? Brief it to the people.
Very briefly, if I say enlightenment, a lot of people seeing their own views elaborately, making complicating the words, complicating technologies, because we people always fall for complicated things normally. We don't want simple things. If it is simple, what we evaluate is, if it is simple, according to us, if it is simple or if it is natural, we hate, we don't evaluate. If it is something not natural, what I say is unrealistic, then what we do is we start to believe it. In the same way, our very nature is already liberated one, but we have been deviated. Now, from the deviation, we are coming back to our own nature. That is called liberation. That is called enlightenment. So, enlightenment is nothing but it's a kind of awareness about our soul. We are not a body, we are not a mind. Mind is a subtle body, body is a physical body. Five senses is acting upon the stimulus, external world stimulus, and soul is silent energy, silent operator. Soul is the silent owner. The exaggerating owner is mind, who makes us believe that mind is only friend and mind is the only owner, but he is a watchman of the real home. The home is being owned by our soul, and the watchman is mind. Mind never let us to get contact with soul. And we too don't want to go to the soul, because we listen to mind and we become slave. So what happens? Sometimes a spark comes and it picks us and directly connected to our soul. It will no more let us to listen to the mind, because we are being cheated. In this world, no one is the person who is 100% satisfied and peaceful with the material things. Can you show me that? Could you show me any person who has achieved 100% peacefulness, prosperity, a harmonious taste, essence of spiritual? Anybody is there ever tasted out of material? Nobody would have tasted. Or out of pleasure, derivation. Nobody could do that. Because spiritual is the thing, it's a detachment of all mind and slavingness, where it directs us directly to the Supreme Soul, and there we can have the eternal love. God is nothing but it's love.
Thanks, Guruji. Your statement is unique. Actually, I'm totally impressed by your statement.
Thank you.
My second question is, as you said that God is nothing but love.
Yes.
How to understand the essence of life?
See, the life, if we convert years into days, 60 years can be converted into 23,000 days approximately, because per year 365 days into 60, if you convert, what is now the longevity of a human being according to that, considering that we can have 23,000 of days approximately, and 50% of days will be deducted because of sleeping. We sleep 12 hours per day, 50%, 24 hours per day. Out of that 12 hours we go to sleep. That 50% goes off for sleeping. So we have 10,000 days, 12,000 days in our hand. First 10 years, when we were toddler, so that time we couldn't do anything because our physical body was developing to support us. So that 10 years would be for make ourselves strengthen. So that 10 years we observe and we create our own psychology and personality. So that 4,000 or 5,000 days goes off for, 3,600 days goes off as it is for developing our personalities. So what would be the rest of the days? Out of 12,000 we have 8,000, and that 8,000 last 15 years when we come to mature and everything, but our body becomes so older to support us, that during that period also we cannot operate or do any actions. That 10 years, 4,000 days again deducted. The left out 4,000 days only can be only we can live and think for us, and that 4,000 proportionate to the 60 years. If it is our longevity is 40 years, then it becomes 2,000. And if you convert that 3000 or 4000 days, it will figure out as a 10 years. So that 10 years also, how we are consuming, in the sense we are thinking about others, thinking about others' growth, fearing about our future, and developing our own ideas about our wrong futures, developing our own suspicious things about our future, and start to doubt our own confidence, start to doubt about our own self-existing things. So these 10 years, which 4000 which is left out, that too getting consumed for unwanted things. So there won't be any fruitful or productive things which we do. So what is the lessons of life, in the sense we have to realize our actual mission, why we have been taken birth, and where we have to go. What is the use of getting this body, which is not this body is 100% non-living thing. First we have to clarify, body is a non-living thing. Body is made up of muscle and blood and bone and nerves. These are the things. And body doesn't carry any soul. Soul carries the body. That is very must thing we have to clarify. Body doesn't carry any soul. Soul carries and operates the body according to it. But in between, what happens, the mind, because of our own weakness, we just fall into the mind, and mind takes in charge, and it starts to make us slave, and it becomes king of the whole project.
Thanks, Guruji. Thanks for your answer. And my third question is, how to end the suffering of people? Why people are suffering?
Nice question. People choose to suffer. People choose to suffer. There are many options, but people doesn't want to have a elaborative life, or broad-minded, or a pleasant atmosphere, or harmonious things. For example, as an astrologist, part of view, when I see is a lot of people's, rich people's, lot of big shots comes to me. They say that I don't have any peaceful night, I don't sleep, I can't sleep, everything. Though they are very rich, though they are having more than enough potentialities, I say that it is highly shocking one, that stunning one, that even they can't sleep like a common man, common beggar on the street, roadside. This is called a nature. If you go against nature, you cannot survive. You have to get along with the nature, because our carbon dioxide which we exhale, and oxygen which we inhale, our carbon dioxide becomes oxygen for the trees, and the carbon dioxide makes the trees to live. The trees suck our carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen, which is our source of life. It means our 50% of liver is in the hand of tree. Do you agree or not? Yes. So we cannot live without trees. When we cannot live without trees, how can we live without ecosystem? Then where is that ego? That I did that, I made that, I achieved that. That is 100% blunder and foolishness. When I say I becomes distracted, I become deviated, then I cannot live in peace, then I cannot taste the essence of life, and then I have completely eradicated the mission of being a human. Then it means I have started to choose the path of suffering. Suffering starts when I start say that I have achieved, I have done that, I have met with a lot of losses, because why suffering only for me? These are completely fake statement.
Thanks, Guruji. And the fourth question is this: what has to be done to attain salvation?
First, as I said to you, we have completely deviated from the track. We are not in our own track. We are going artificially. We are believing in artificial. Like the mobile rules now, technology rules in the country. Do you see anything in mobile inside? You can see circuits only. But what the mobile does, it takes all our time. It consumes all our concentrations, focus. It has occupied our complete life. Each and every breath says mobile, 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 mobile. Each and every human being. Have you ever seen any human being without mobile? It's a very rarest thing. So our entire system has gone wrong. Okay. So salvation is nothing but shedding the unwanted layer from our mind. Mind is nothing but bundle of thoughts. Bundle of thoughts is nothing but it gets provoked. It gets provoked in the sense it makes us to bring into the action. it compels, it adjusts, it forces, and it gives a philosophy. I call mind is a clever philosophy, clever and challenging philosophy. Why? Because mind knows how to make us under slave, how to obey all the instruction from mind. Mind is a mesmerizing thing. Mind cheats us. So we have to be very careful about the mind. We have to well aware of the mind. We have to take help of our God who is residing inside. We have to explore the love, the intents of love, manifestation of love, which can help us to conquer the mind, conquer the thoughts. Once the thoughts become zero, definitely it will lead to salvation.
Great. And before I ask you the fifth question, let's go for a short commercial break and come.
Meet you later.
Thank you.